I am recording this using my zealsound BKD 12A microphone. I purchased this microphone to use with my iPhone or iPad to record family stories to add to my genealogy records. To create a recording, there are thousands of hardware and software components to choose from. There is the computing device used to record that can either be a computer, a tablet, or a smartphone. Critical to go with the computer is to have the proper software to do the recording. Also critical is the microphone. For podcast use, typical microphones can be either dynamic for capturing a wide range of sounds from many directions, or condenser microphones that are best for capturing voice recordings. Condenser mics typically need to be pointed at the speaker and tend to pick up less surrounding background noise. They also pick up a wider vocal range than your typical dynamic mic, which makes the voice sound better. It is important to understand if your recording device needs a digital signal or an analog signal for its input. In this case of the BKD microphone I'm using here, it is a condenser mic that is putting out a digital signal through its USB connector. An extremely useful feature with this mic, it also has a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack for monitoring your recording as you make it. If your recorder needs an analog signal, you can use the headphone jack as the input to broadcast analog. Being an amateur, my first attempts were awful. Take a lesson. This is a test using my PKD 12A microphone plugged into my iPhone 12, recording using GarageBand. One mistake, I set my phone on a wireless charger while recording, which created an awful background buzzing. This I discovered on my own, but all my other discoveries were thanks to Google and YouTube searches. Don't just think your first experience is the only results possible. Through research, I now understand how to use all the same equipment as my first failure to get high-quality results. Here are a few things I've learned. The iPhone Lightning port provides around 100 milliamps of power, or 3.3 volts, while a computer USB port provides 500 milliamps of power. My recordings plugging the mic directly into my phone were choppy and seemed to skip. To use an iPad or iPhone, you need a method to supplement the power to the microphone. The method I used, I plugged my microphone into a power USB hub, and using the Lightning to USB adapter, I plugged the hub output into my iPhone. Hear the difference here with and without added power. This is a recording using my BKD 12A microphone and using the Thunderbolt, the USB adapter, and plugging straight into my iPhone. This particular method, the microphone is only getting the 3.3 volts for power. This is a test where I've taken my BKD 12A microphone, I've plugged it into a USB 3 power hub, and I've used a USB to Thunderbolt connector to plug the power hub into my iPhone 12. My first attempt at recording using my iPhone, I found using the memo recording app, it wanted to use my phone's mic instead of my digital external mic. I could not find a method to change the mic input to memo recorder, but I did find that by using the GarageBand recording app that came with my iPhone and computer, I was able to switch the input, taking advantage of the superior external mic. Probably my last discovery, I Googled methods to record podcasts. I think all the best podcasters use some type of software similar to Mac OS GarageBand and apply several filters to improve the voice sound. This recording is my first attempt to use filters. To wrap up, this is a great microphone. Its all metal case and stand look and feel great. For me, I plan on using it on the road. A plus is the box comes with stiff, static-free foam that makes it the perfect travel storage for my mic. I'll leave you with a recording I created of my wife playing her flute using the BKT 12A microphone, a USB hub, and my iPhone 12.
Alright, so I am going to be reviewing the zealsound RGB BKD 12A microphone. This microphone is so beautiful. Like, I'm obsessed with the colors. It transitions between like green, blue, purple, yellow, pink. It's just so pretty, and it has like a cool like pop filter in the front here. And as you can see, the bottom we have the microphone and headphone volume knobs, so you can twist it depending on the volume that you want. And then on the back we have the headphone jack, and then below we have the connection. It's plug and play, so right now I have it connected to my laptop, but I don't have it on for the audio yet. We'll be doing that very shortly. But I will say that it's a pretty hefty microphone. I'm not like, it's a good weight. It's not too heavy, it's not too light, but it's really nice. What I also like about it is that I took it out of the box like this, so there's no assembly or hassle. Saves me all of the trouble and time trying to assemble and put things together and like losing parts. No, like they assembled this like themselves. Like you take it out of the box and you lift it out. There's no assembly at all, which is amazing. And it also came with a USB-C adapter as well as a lightning adapter. So whether or not you have an Android or an iPhone, you can use this mic because it has adapters, both adapters that it came with, as well as you can use it on the computer, your laptop, all of the above. And this is great for gaming as well. Also, in case that you want to mute yourself, you just tap it. And so now the microphone is off, nobody can hear me if I talk, but then if I want to unmute myself and I want to continue talking, I just tap it again and then the lights come off. Now, there's also a feature that if the light is too distracting but you still want to use the microphone, you just have to long press it. So for example, I long press it and it turns off the light, but the microphone is still on. So they can hear me, but the light is just not showing. But if I want to turn back on the light, I'll long press it again. So the long press is for like turning off and on the light, whereas the short press is for muting and unmuting yourself, which is pretty useful. Alright, so very shortly I'm gonna be doing some vocal recordings to show you guys how this microphone sounds like. And so we're gonna get to it. Alright, so this is how the microphone sounds like now that it's plugged in and connected. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. It's very, very, very crisp and clean. Right now I'm about 4 inches away from the microphone. So I'm pretty close to the mic, but also like I have some distance there. Very, very useful mic for gaming, for podcasting, for Zoom meetings, for singing, for being on Discord, and the fact that you can also connect it to your phone. So amazing. So very shortly, I'm going to just be singing a few things. So you guys, if you guys want to sing, you can hear how that vocal quality will sound like using this microphone. So testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. All right. I want to be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. So that's how it sounds like if you were to sing. Let's try some ASMR. Let's see if I have anything close by here. Yeah, so this microphone is pretty cool. So I'm going to mute the mic so you guys can hear what that sounds like. All right, I've turned the mic back on. So yeah, when you mute yourself, it's dead silent. You can talk, they can't hear you. And then when you unmute yourself, then it's back to hearing. They're able to hear you once you're able to do so. But yeah, I highly recommend this microphone. It's so nice. The vocal quality, the quality of the sound, it's just so nice. So highly recommend. All right, that concludes my review. Thank you.
Alors, je me suis acheté un micro parce que présentement, c'est ma caméra qui a un micro intégré qui me permet d'enregistrer le son. Et le son, c'est pas ce qui est le meilleur. Alors, je me suis acheté un micro de zealsound. Alors, on va ouvrir ça. Alors, ça, c'est pour le brancher. J'ai ici un adaptateur pour un pied micro. Ah. 2 adaptateurs USB-C, puis Lightning pour brancher sur un iPad ou iPhone. Donc je vais pouvoir installer ça sur le bout du connecteur. Et il y a un micro. Il est très beau. Alors je vais ouvrir. Alors, comme ça, je branche ça ici, comme ça, voilà. Et comme je disais, si je veux le brasser sur mon téléphone, mais je peux ajouter l'adaptateur, ça fonctionne très bien. Ok. Alors, on va tester le micro. Alors, j'ai branché maintenant le micro. J'ai quelques ajustements que je peux faire. Je pense que je peux prendre après que ça soit meilleur. On voit les lumières tout le tour du micro, c'est super beau, là. Alors, si je peux même mettre le son, arrêter le son en tout cas ici, là, sur le dessus. La lumière éteint complètement, c'est bien. Derrière, on voit ici, là. Ici, derrière, là. il y a une place pour mettre des écouteurs. Alors on peut s'entendre en même temps qu'on parle. Et j'ai de ce côté-ci, j'ai une prise pour le volume des écouteurs et la prise de son dans le fond, le volume du micro. Alors vous pouvez entendre déjà la différence entre mon micro de ma caméra et ce micro, le BKD 12A. Alors je vais écouter ce que je viens d'enregistrer, puis je vais vous refaire un commentaire là, sur la qualité du son que j'entends. Alors, je viens de faire le test. J'ai écouté l'enregistrement avec le son de la caméra et le son du micro. Bon, c'est sûr, ça se compare pas du tout, mais c'est vraiment très différent. Et le micro, la qualité, j'en suis surpris vraiment. Là, c'est vraiment bon comme son. Puis je l'ai écouté avec des écouteurs, c'est parfait. Moi, ça me convient. Je l'aime vraiment beaucoup. Vraiment, avec la lumière, ça va être super cool de soir. Là, avec l'utilisation, là, ça va être cool de voir la lumière fonctionner comme ça. Alors vraiment, je vous le recommande. C'est le zealsound.
Alright, just wanted to do a quick review of the zealsound gaming microphone, RGB USB condenser microphone with Type-C and lightning adapter for PC, smartphones, streaming, podcast, recording, mute, touch gain, yada, yada, yada. This is what it looks like on the actual Amazon website. It is B0B5SPBY6X is the ASIN, which is the identifier number on Amazon. I'm actually talking to you right now through my Shure SM7B connected to the Go XLR. I have the microphone right here. It's on mute. Can't hear anything, right? So it's on mute right now, and I'll show you the settings. I've got the gain turned about a quarter of the way up. The bottom's the headphones. Don't really worry about that. I don't have headphones connected to it. It's all playing back through my... I accidentally unmuted it. It's all playing back through my through my headset. So let's get into it real quick. It is all metal construction. I'm not sure if the body's really metal. I think it is. It's a thin metal. It comes with a very nice pop filter. I'm not trying to test you yet. Stop turning on. That's because I keep hitting the unmute button that's located conveniently on the top. Activated by the colors. Really nice RGB. It does make a little tap sound whenever you unmute it and mute it. But other than that, no issues whatsoever. Comes with a very nice metal stand. And then let's get into sound quality. So I'm going to move this microphone away from my mouth. So all I said there was, now you can't hear me. I'm taking these off. There is a little bit of a delay whenever it comes through my system, as opposed to whenever I'm actually listening to it, or when I'm speaking, so it makes me talk really weird. But that's because I've got my system going through XLR and all that. But overall, I think the microphone sounds great. RGB effects are nice. Definitely a must-buy for $70. I don't think the sound's horrible at all. The Go XLR and the Shure SM7B are about $1,000 combo. The microphone's $400. Go XLR was $500 when I bought it. Add taxes to it, that's a quick $1,000. This is literally $70 out the door. It does have a microphone on the back as well, or a headset jack or headphone jack on the back as well. It is a condenser microphone, so we'll talk from the back side. You can see that the sound is a lot smaller, so it is a dynamic microphone that has a really good pattern. I don't know about yelling into it or not. I don't know if it's clipping. I'm not actually listening to this microphone, but I did listen to it prior to turning this on. But yeah, I think it's a great microphone. I think it turns good. It has a wide range for gain. It's currently about 5-6 inches away from my mouth, and I think it sounds great at that length. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I highly recommend it.
Thing on. So great mic. I think it sounds awesome right out of the box. I'm gonna do some gaming later through Twitch, and I will write my review after I finish up with that, and I'll kind of let you know how it sounded. But so far so good. I think this is a great mic. You should check it out. Wait, there's more. There is a touch mute button on top. the light goes off, you're no longer be heard. I want to throw that on there at the end, just to kind of get that in before we let you go. Still check it out, guys. Awesome mic, awesome, awesome.
Micro de la compagnie zealsound. Alors à l'intérieur, on a un livre d'instructions. Et voilà. De ça, on a ici un fil USB pour pouvoir connecter, un adaptateur pour un support à micro et deux adaptateurs USB-A, Lightning, USB-C fournis avec l'appareil. Nous avons ici le micro, tout en métal, très bonne qualité, pied de métal, endroit pour placer l'écouteur, le volume du micro, le volume pour les écouteurs. Vous avez l'anti-splash ici et vous pouvez aussi l'enlever si vous voulez comme ça ici et puis utiliser le micro comme ça. Alors la deuxième partie sera avec le USB allumé. Lorsque vous branchez le micro zealsound dans la prise USB, le micro s'allume comme ça et puis vous allez avoir une lumière changeante comme ça à tour de rôle. Vous avez ici le volume du micro à la partie supérieure et vous avez à la partie inférieure le volume des écouteurs qui se trouve à l'arrière ici. Vous avez une prise pour les écouteurs. Vous avez aussi un grillage pour la protection anti-postillon qui est comme ça ici. Alors, vous avez tout simplement à inclure comme ça ici. Et le micro maintenant est anti-postillon. Si vous voulez faire une pause ou un mute, vous appliquez ici et le micro s'éteint et se met sur pause. Et voilà.
So when the colors are off, that means it's muted, and when the colors are back on, that means it's unmuted again. And you can just place it in front of you for whatever purpose you're using it for. You can also adjust it with this adjustment on the side, make it higher or lower as you wish. The mic does come with 2 pins, and it comes with an instruction manual for any questions you may have. It comes with a USB cable that you plug in at the bottom. And if you would like to hear yourself, you can plug headphones in at the jack at the back of the mic. You can also adjust the sound and the microphone volume from over here, like this. overall, it's a great mic, and as for the sound quality, it is really crispy, and I think that it's fun to use it for streaming or podcasts or even online meetings. It conveys whatever you say very clearly. It's not muffled. It looks pretty too. If you're looking for something that's affordable and works great with good quality, then this is the mic you need to buy.
The zealsound high-quality USB unidirectional microphone, model BKD-12A, comes with the following features: plug-and-play, all-metal construction, shock mount to reduce vibration, mesh shield to reduce air blasts. It has a USB connection and comes with USB-C and Lightning adapters. This allows the device to be plugged into a number of devices, including PCs, laptops, iPads, and iPhones. It can be used on the metal stand or on a boom arm with the included adapter. You can connect a headphone or headset with a 2.5mm plug. The unit incorporates an RGB light. You can tap once to mute, tap again to re-enable, or long press to turn off the light. There are dials to control both the microphone and headset volume. The unit is a welcome addition to your recording setup.
I'm doing the review of the zealsound USB gaming microphone. I'm pulling on the aux cord right there that's connected to the headphones, the ones that I'm wearing right now to listen to this recording. You can see the lights change color, which is kind of neat. I didn't demonstrate this, but there's a mute button on the top. By just tapping it, the lights will go out, indicating you're muted. There's a volume button for both the microphone and the headphones that are on the front. And I think that's some sort of a wind guard in the front. You can see the red wire looking things. Those, I think, are sort of like shock absorbers, but unless you have an earthquake, I don't think you really need that. The one sticking point with me was the fact that the microphone would not sit in the position when it was screwed in. You can see that it's coming down there. But other than that, I think it's a good quality microphone. It's got excellent sound. Thank you for listening to my review, and stay tuned for many more to come.
Lucio. Sí, Javier, a ver, un tema bien de la vida cotidiana, porque vos planteás que si vos crees que la inflación va a ser menor, obviamente no tenés tendencia a vos subir los precios del servicio que prestás o el bien que vendés. Pero, ¿qué pasa con las familias cuando en marzo les llega las expensas por encima de la inflación, los alquileres por encima de la inflación, las escuelas por encima de la inflación, porque además ya no están reguladas, no necesitan pedirle permiso a nadie, la luz, el gas, el agua, etcétera? ¿Realmente estamos recorriendo un camino de desinflación o los agentes económicos en el día a día, agente económico desde una persona física hasta una empresa, no notan ese proceso como por ejemplo un 2,7 en diciembre? Bueno, Unos días llamaba porque quería dedicar una canción.